Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of Handelabra Live. We've got a big preview for you today with new stuff. Fighting multiple enemies with a sneaky rabble rouser. You may see that we've had to update the UI for Spirit Island to support this, so let's get into it. I'm John, aka Migrant P, and lead developer at Handelabra Games. I will mention that Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So say hello in the chat. Be excellent to one another. You can see here on the screen that we have France. Oh, first we have Russia. And then we have France. And then we're having blight and, tokens and beasts and disease and those things are going to be in this game. We've got a trickster. We've got a spirit of plants, and we've got a spirit of fire. So everything's a little bit different now with the new update. So I hope that you're okay with what's going to happen. Let's see. We can get the game started here. Things might glitch out a little bit here as we're getting set up. I'm not sure what's happening, what's going on. The screen is kind of getting all weird and changing differently, but we're just gonna, I guess, play whatever this is. Let's do it. Spirit Island. Here we have Russia. Russia is here. France is here, at least a Frenchman. The Army of the People, sounds like Russia. Hey, you playing the video game. Make me look good, don't mess this up. What a trickster. This April or something. What's going on? We have a Russian. When you fight the people, you fight all the people. You got some blight and disease and beast going on over here. You could even call it strife. Oh man. This isn't stuff I've ever seen in Spirit Island before. Let's move my camera maybe. Is it? Actually, it's probably fine where it is. I'll make it a little smaller. Let's go like this. Go over here. You didn't know Trickster could talk? Yeah, Trickster can talk. He has a lot to say. We'll just have to listen and see what he has to say here. He's wearing maybe a new guise than you've seen before. Oh my gosh, we have glamour and every man's strength to start off the game here. What are we gonna do? What are our unique powers that we have to use here? Actually, this spirit's really good at copying other spirits and using other power that they don't own. Yeah, the explorers are doing extra damage. Plus 7 damage or 5 right now? A lot. Alright, well our objective is to, right now, we're at terror level 1. We have to destroy all of the invaders. So let's do that. Let's focus in on them. This, Wildfire is really good at burning everything. Blights himself, but, that's what happens. So, you don't just use that power? That seems like a pretty good power to use. I could, yeah, it's irreducible anyway, right? So let's just use that power. Let's go with Blaze of Glory. And yeah, that's gonna hurt. But we're gonna get to hit Glamour again, so. We're sending the fire. The heart of the wildfire. Trickster is doing that. Oh, we lost Guys the Barbarian. That would have been nice to have. Let's draw a card. And let's hit Glamour while we can. Ooh, guy's the barbarian. I'm getting more nemesis and Glamour's healing. So cool. Relentless gaze of Ra. Yeah. Who's getting this? Let's go as Akash 3. Akash 3 has got lots of health. Didn't we have Hunting Pack? Didn't that get played? Did that go from the trap? Oh, there just weren't any? That's exciting. We do have ongoing card we want to get rid of, so let's do that. No? Yes, destroy that. We got rid of the Russian damage boost. We knocked them down a level. You didn't know that was possible? It's possible now. Also, it's possible for the island to get more blighted from this creature. Except the adversaries are not receiving damage, only the spirits. Get rid of this guy. I do. Gotta blow those guys up and unleash the blight. Scorched Earth is gonna be good. Let's go with Staff of Ra. And irreducible damage. Do everything. Which is gonna hurt a bit for Akash 3 up, but we're gonna use Scorched Earth from now on, probably. Increase all HP recovery with the Savannah Nocturna, just like in this picture. That increases damage dealt by them. That's scary. Yeah. Hermetic is here, but Proletariat is vulnerable. The Russians are vulnerable, I mean. They're an yeah? No. I kind of like this. This is at the start, the end of each your turn. I guess we're just gonna beat up. We're just gonna beat up Proletariat, right? At this point, Russians. We must destroy the Russians. That's what I mean. Ooh, we have a volcanic eruption occurring. Some liquid hot magma coming. This seems like it could be good. Not a target. Not a target. Okay, I'm blocking the damage. And it's a target. Oh, it's Keeper. We got a bonus spirit. The Keeper. I'm gonna kill that before Plague Rat goes. So guess we can kill this guy. This guy's plus damage, right? That's not good. Get rid of that. Plague Rat deals each target 1 damage. Don't think the order matters here. This guy's... Oh, he is going to kill himself, and that's going to increase Plague Rat. I mean, the Blight damage. So let's hit our spirits first with this. Damage? Spirits can take damage. The new thing. Brand new thing. And then we're gonna... this. Because we like that. And we're gonna hit this. And now Plague Rat does more damage. There's damage from Blight. Damage in Blighted Lands is increased by 2. Something like that. And we can do this. And I think the rest doesn't matter. The disease is spreading all over the island. The vengeance of burning plague is happening. It's terrifying. Solar flare. That's tempting. I don't think it's necessary though. Let's use this. And then this. These are exploding. You can discard a card and finish off the Russians. This kill the Russians? No. But this... Alright. Terror level 2. Let's go. Terror level 2. Slumbering Serpent. Serpent slumbering beneath the island has arrived, but is asleep. I think Wildfire might destroy it by accident. We have to watch out for that. Okay, I think let's focus on cleaning up the Blight right now because the Friends has a pesky way of sticking around. So maybe we can borrow the Flame's Fury here. And we can use it. Free card. Yeah, we gained a power card. I guess I could have thrown the Flame's Fury, but that would have been fine. It's fun to keep it. Hang on to it. Oh, I love the Reclusive Keeper effect, but it didn't work on the second target. It's just the first time each turn, I guess. Yeah. This is going to affect my seed. We can pick one. We can try removing Blight or some such, right? Actually, using this on Blight is a good idea, right? We're taking lots of damage from that. Want to play this? Yes. Let's shuffle this into the deck. think. Or maybe the one that does damage. One that does damage. Alright, the blight is coming at us. Oof. Discard 2 cards. And now this is hitting everything. When this is destroyed, you may destroy 1 environment card or a target with 3 or fewer HP. Well, let's see. We can probably do something good with that. We are clever. We are clever. Okay, the blight has been mitigated by our power card. Okay, can we... Scorched Earth destroys these other spirits, which we don't want. But we might have to do it. We don't actually have this now. I really want to beat up this guy. But I also want our friends to be here. Let's not destroy our friends. Let's just chill for a minute. And save ourselves from fire. We're taking a reclaim turn. This gets presence on its deep slumber track. Oh, we can play the top card. It's a creeping mole. Oh, but the reclusive keeper, it's gonna get whacked by this and destroyed by this. Does this happen when it gets destroyed? Yeah. Let's do that. I guess I could have picked a different one, but oh well. It's fine. Thriving choke fungus. Yeah, you're right. Okay. This guy has minus damage? He does. I'm just gonna poke at this guy. Try to keep chipping away at that blight. Not much of a turn there either. Ooh. Oh, thank goodness for Strangling Roots, or we might have lost all presence from a spirit, thus losing the game. These targets, there's only 3 targets in there, but it would cause this to get hit points. I think that's worth the risk. Yeah, we can just play more cards and that heals up the serpent more. The serpent's gonna get to max. That's what we want, right? I think we want to destroy this. Sorry, Reclusive Keeper. We want more hit points. And a Void Slave. That target deals damage. Oh, but Plague Rat's immune. Rude. Alright. Not a fan of the Void Slave, to be honest. TBH. Let's get this. Seems potentially helpful. Ooh, well, we are losing a spirit here, fortunately. And this is hurting our friend serpent quite a bit. And I think we're also going to lose green. But we still got the trickster. Yeah. And the last gasp of France is here. But we still have to... We don't want to sacrifice victory, right? We have to clean up the island. But we only have a very small amount. Life. Luckily, wildfire is here. And wildfire has an ability that is amazing. Just completely obliterate a land with blight, leaving it clean as a whistle. We're almost there. Please, Magma's Rage, don't kill me. Oh good. It's this. It's France. This is so close. Reduce all damage by 1. No, I don't want that. Oh my goodness. The island is flipping out on us here. It's pretty close. Turret level 3. I must recharge my happiness. What does this do? Destroy an environment card. I'm gonna have a chance to do... Well, this is gone. We need to get cards. We need good cards. I mean, no, but... Good. I have to say yes. Damage is reduced, so let's just draw. Or do we want to play this? Do we get to play a card? We don't get to play a card. This is kind of scary. I'm gonna click draw card. I don't get to do damage. Stop hitting me. I think I have to click this. And hope we don't get blighted out. Oh no. We died. We lost. The blight pool has run out. Well. We got a blank wall. We got grayed out. We got a... Yeah, it's pretty sad for the spirits here, but let's try again. Let's try again now. All right, give me a second. Let's see if we can try again. Let's try to reset our situation here. And see if we can have a second wave here in Spirit Island. That first version seemed a little glitchy, so let's try to, like, do it right. Let's see if we can do it. Let's go for 3 spirits. Let's just do the same. Let's just try again, right? Voice audio is pretty low. Well, you can try increasing your volume. And then the volume will increase. We want to be facing Russia. And we want to be facing France. And we want Wildfire, our good old Trickster, and a spread of rampant green. How's that look? I mean, it's exactly the same as what we were just doing. So. And, you know, Russia, level 2, France, level 2. You can pick whatever you want, right? If you want to, like, be like, I want difficulty 17. I want the Han Insurrection. I want to go up to the 20s of difficulty. You can do that. Yeah, we're not sure about if this is the right UI or the last one. It's sort of an A/B testing situation, right? So we'll see. Let's go with 2-2, just so I can try to actually win this in an hour and a half. But it gives you the Russia without this really. This is more of a 2 difficulty bump, I think. It's especially against France. It's going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot. But we're going to do it. So, welcome to the preview stream. We have disease and beasts and blight, just like we did before. Let's see what happens. So in case you're not familiar, this is the second version of Trickster we're showing today. They're exploring in the sands, and you can see we have a leading adversary, Russia, Proletariat, and a supporting Ansel G. Monroe. And you actually get more towns based on the other adversary level. An exception for France. And yeah, this is Trickster. Kind of spooky. Little friend. Starts with 2 presents. Likes to do random things. So we have a power that plays a random power from the minor power deck. And we have lots of stuff around Strife. And removing Blight is a drag. We don't like to do that. Our starting cards, unit cards, adding Strife, having Invader with Strife deal damage to other invaders, destroying towns but maybe doing more, and you know, good old unexpected tigers. They're just hanging out at the bottom of the stairs. So yeah, let's see. One of the things I really like about these starting cards is you can play these 2 cards on the first turn in a city that has a place that's building a city along with a town. Like a town explorer city, you can just clear the land, deal with the land. The cowardly adversaries are hiding. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me move my camera. Thank you, Jason. Let's go over here. Whoop. Now the cowardly adversaries are in full view. You can see leading and supporting. Yes. Thank you. That is the main UI change here for that. So we don't have a land where they're building a city. They went into sands. So it's less important to try to blow it up. They are going to build 2 towns here, though. So that's a place we could use our combo on. Maybe we'll do that. Demonstrate combo-tastic times. We do have this. Maybe we'll see what happens there. We can add a presence. Our reclaim costs 1, so that's not for free. We have a new thing, gain energy equal to card plays. Didn't know about the France extra towns. Yeah, that's a special exception for France, is you add basically number of starting board plus other adversary level. And so it's like, what, 5 times 7, I think. Or whatever, something like that. Maybe it's 1, maybe it's adversary level -1 or something like that. I can't remember, but there's more. There's more. Okay, so let's gain a power card and add a presence and see if we get something neat. Fencing apparitions. That's actually quite good against these. We could actually use that here and stop 2 builds. Kind of into that. We're going to do that. And the elements are pretty good for us too. I like to have presence in lands with Dahan because that lets me move the Dahan, which you can see shortly. Especially if they're next to places that don't have, or that are going to ravage or whatever, and we can stripe and stuff. So let's grab that and put it in here so that we can push the Dahan in here. There's disease in there, so it's a bit dangerous, but doing that lets us prepare for that ravage a bit. I like to do that. Let's stop these 2 builds and just add a stripe. Maybe we'll just stripe here and we'll hope. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we get something good. Oh, we didn't get that. We don't get. Let's see what happens because we didn't play the fire. What if we play this though? No. We have to play this, but we don't have energy now. Yeah, this is not. I'm not doing the opening that I usually do because I took a different card. Let's just add stripe. That solves this land, right? This land we can try to do something else with. Okay, so we have Russia starting in the same land as Wildfire, which is a bad idea for them. We can hop over and stop this build or that build. Maybe this one because there's a beast there. Let's look for hopefully a free power card. Lure the Unknown. Incredible. Just incredible. We'll always accept. Oh, this was. I was already going to solve this. So let's. I mean, I could also just make them build 1 less town here, but I think solving multiple builds is like better. So let's undo that and go in here. You can just go in here. And let's put the Dahan in this blighted land. Clean it up for us. And man, Lure the Unknown means we could stop another build, but there isn't another build to stop. Maybe we just save it for next turn. Play this. I don't know. It's like too easy. We could kill the guy, lure it back. Different things we could do. Okay. We're gonna do their typical green opening, probably. There is no land we're worried about with green. Like, everything is fine. There's this land here. So actually, okay, we need to undo here because we want to take out their present first. Let's get into, say, this wetland. And add a presence. Here, we can potentially block it. We could stem the flow there, but we'd have to, yeah, not worry about that. We can do this. We got some ideas. All right, you go in there. I can proliferate wildfire as well. It's just like this combo seems like a really good group, doesn't it? If I proliferate wildfire, then I could use firestorm if I add blight. Or we could get a moon. Does a moon get us anything? No. Kind of like this idea. Going in here. Here. Yeah, in here. And then we can firestorm this guy. Send him packing somewhere else. Probably in here, and then I'll get in there and kill them both sometime whenever they go into the wetlands. We went in mountains. That's fine. We are in the mountains already. That's a lot of towns. Yeah. This is a super preview. The second official preview of Trickster and multiple adversaries. Alright, we're going to strike this. And that land is solved. All the sands are solved. This is an incredible start. You can probably just defend this by pushing the town. But actually getting more Dahan into this kills the city. We can just block that, right? We could also potentially arson it or something. And let's do this. If we manage to get a defend for that. Yeah. We could also, like, we can lure the unknown. Like, we have different things. They didn't explore here. We already made it so they couldn't explore. Oh, that's incredible. What a start. Let's see if we can follow it up. So, this is good. Oh, it's not good. Russia. It's not good. Okay. We need to defend there. Or, like, 1 damage or whatever. Why must Russia be Russia? It's fine. We'll probably overgrow, but let's get a power card and see if we find a defend miner. No, but we got Gift of Living Energy. That seems pretty good to be giving over to Wildfire all the time. I accept. I guess we could throw Defend 2 in there from green. But then we don't block this. Let's see what other spirits are doing. We're going to get a power card here. I would like them to not build 1,000,000 towns. That is what they're doing. What are you doing? You don't have to gain energy. We're not next to this. I would like, actually, getting into this or that would be good. Getting into this is, they're building so many towns there. I want to get into that, I think. We still can play, we can play 2 cards, we can play Flames Fury and Lure. We can do a good amount of damage, so maybe we get another, we get a free miner. We did not. No plant. I guess it's this. I mean, I like Guardian Serpents, though. We could take energy, but and play it, but I don't think that's great. I'm gonna take it for later. think we're just gonna... Well, we don't know what we're doing yet, right? You can just go in the jungle with the beast. Fine. You can go or stay. May as well stay. And get these 2 cards. Lure stops a town build somewhere. And I mean, Lure also stops this. So maybe that's fine. We still didn't find a defend. Don't necessarily need. Take another. If we find a 0-cost card, then we don't need to get energy here. We could get 3 energy and make sure to play all our cards. That's the question, I guess. I guess Overenthusiastic Arson. Yeah, the problem is it adds blight and kills our stuff and doesn't actually solve the problems. That's not good. There. I don't know if I want to... There's not really a good place for Overenthusiastic Arson right now. So maybe I look for a free card. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I got it. Called Isolation. That's like exactly what we need here. That could have been the card that was what... Let's see what happens. Actually. Funny. Okay, so that's solved. And that's solved with Lure the Unknown. So green doesn't have to do anything. I mean, green could defend, and then we could use Lure the Unknown somewhere else. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Just put a Sacred Site down here. Or I guess here, because we want to be next to this. Not building up there. Or they're not. Yeah. We want to be next to that mountain, I guess, is the idea. So, 2 card plays. We need the defend, right? Yeah. And then when we place this plant, we get the defend too. Over here. Cool. Now we can overgrow into a mountain or whatever. And cool. So we can use Lure the Unknown to reduce 1 town build, basically. And where do you want to add presence? Probably around your own board somewhere. We can play 3 cards. We played this and this. We don't, yeah, we're not going to get to add strife. We don't have any strife around that's going to stick. So Incite the Mob is not going to work. So it's going to be Arson after all, which we can reach probably that land. The only land that really makes sense. Let's go in just into here. Thinking of more lands with Dahan that we can move around and stuff like that. Yeah, so we got, let's see what happens, but nothing else. That's okay. I know the Sacred Site. Don't worry. I will. And I will have another tower. Okay. Where are we putting these guys? I guess we can put them over here, and then maybe the Overenthusiastic Arson does something. We could, let's see what happens there, but you never know what it could do. It could add blight, it could defend, it could do whatever, so I like to use it on like lands that are building, and then maybe this pushes the 2 explorers, or maybe whatever. So we can't go back after we use it, or after we use this, because this discards the top card of the minor power deck. So something to watch out for there. Is anyone else dealing damage? Creeper's Tear is going off. But I don't actually need my damage. So we could give plus damage to Trickster, actually. I think that's a good idea. Right, this is just sending them somewhere. And Lure is going to be able to lure, like, someone out of one of these mountains, basically. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Push up to 1 blight, explorer, or town. Sure. That means we can stop the build in here totally, which is kind of nice. Keep it there. And let's do some overenthusiastic arson in here. And no fire, so nothing else happens. If we had fire, then it would have done more. We didn't end up getting the damage boost being useful, but it wasn't going to be useful on wildfire anyway. So yeah, we can pull this guy out of here, and they won't build there. We're only building in 3 mountains. And also they're building less, so that's cool. Oh, but they're going back into there. That's annoying. Oh, that means they're blighting in here. Because this guy has to go in there. Don't like that. They're building more. The beast's doing something. Defend 1 per Dahan. Okay, actually, it's fine. You have to read. This event is important. The rest of it is very important. Push beast to adjacent land with no blight. Deals damage there. So that means we can push this guy from here, but this beast is going to go over and stop that build. So that's fine. We could stop. We could. I don't. Is it safe to? Yeah, this guy can just go into the wetland, right? I'm just thinking of like where can guys go. Regularly enthusiastic arson, yeah. That's going to be fine. Over here it's going to be fine because of the defend. And here, doesn't really matter where they go. I guess in the non-blighted land. And then this beast is going to go in here and send this guy. Probably just in here, right? Where the more stuff is. This defend per Dahan. 1 per Dahan. Yeah, so we can actually send this guy in here. Oh, right, that's not how... Oh, yeah, stop the build. Amazing. And kill 1 explorer. This is, like, very good. You can go in here and make a beer. And hang out with this guy. And since they run around, it asks us the order. Go with beasts. You can always move you out. Go with green. And go with this pile of guys. Right, they build one town. I think they were going to build 10 towns, and finally they built 1. So, they went for wetlands. So coming up next is escalation, probably. With double adversaries, you escalate normally with the leading adversary. And this adversary is going to escalate in stage 3 instead. That's how that works. So we get to Creeper's Tear, but we don't have a spot, I don't think. That does anything. Like literally, yeah, nothing. We get to remove Blight. A mountain, I guess. Doesn't really matter. One fear of invaders are present. If you can gather a beast, do so and push Explorer. Otherwise, add a beast. It's going to be nice for reducing builds or things. Like here, we could stop the build if we could gather a beast, but we can't. We could reduce the number of towns they build, though. We could reduce the damage in here. But I think... Let's see, if I go in there... I'm not going to have that. I'm just going to have a normal... Add presence, gain energy. So it's just going to be like the 2 damage. I might need help for that land. I mean, it could honestly just blight. We haven't taken a single blight yet. They're building their power for later. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. You could also just add beast. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of down for that, actually. Add a beast here and maybe kills a guy. There's a there's a little Ravage here. Little Ravage. We want to send that guy out and make that easier. Or just not. I don't know. I'm not too excited about any of these options. I think I'd rather just add a beast somewhere. So, where can we not gather? Is there a place? Yeah, the mountain up here. But I also want there to be invaders. Here. This is the place. Okay. Alright, and these are like... whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Good thing I didn't get the damage boosted green. I mean, it didn't work on Extra either, but whatever. Okay, so this is going to be add presence, gain energy, stopping build. Question is which one? I guess it's going to be one where we don't destroy another spirit's presence. So this one. You could, yeah, I think that's just gonna blight. Like, just let that blight, whatever. Fine. I don't, are we gonna get enough card plays? We get two energy, and yeah, we get to play all our cards. So actually someone can make a Sacred Site and defend one of these places. So, go in there. The water's fine. We can send the beast along as well. Maybe the event. Let's just set up a beast train. We can't play everything. So let's see. Are you reclaiming or gaining a power card? You like proliferating. That is a thing I like to do. What do you want to do down here? You probably want to reclaim, right? You have 3 card plays, you only have 1. You get to do 2 things. So you can reclaim and... So we could put presence and get the defend. Do we have a Dahan nearby? We do have 1 Dahan nearby. This one could be defended as well, but I don't know that we can get enough Dahan in the land. We called isolation this guy if we wanted to. think we're gonna do that. So yeah, I'm not really can't easily get over there, right? So now we have 3-card plays, get a bit more energy, or at least get some elements. There's nice elements on the top track, right? That I like to get. Get to the any element, gives you a lot of flexibility for this innate, which actually has a new thing. You can have 3 sun or 3 fire. And do we want... Yeah, Call to Isolation is kind of nice for that land. We definitely want to push Dahan from here. Here we could set up to deal with this land, right? We do incite the mob and we add strife. We also potentially add strife in this land using that. Yeah, because we want to play this. So we can just add the strife at range 0. And this also has a beast effect. So, oh, we could actually use that here. Then we could use Call to Isolation somewhere else if there's a place that is interesting. So, have some options. We want a Guardian Serpents here, which means probably Flash Fires. Range 2 Sacred Site doesn't actually reach many towns. Maybe it's Flash Fires just to reduce a build. I don't know. Well, we need a plant though. We don't need, do we? We don't actually care about using Firestorm. If we just don't play the second card, that might be okay. We have green. I guess if we proliferate Wildfire into here, then we want to have the damage. So let's see. We don't really... I guess the question is, like... You don't really change your tempo very much by doing this. Like, you're just getting energy. I think let's reclaim. We can still get another power card. Sky stretches to shore. We could incite the mob fast. Doesn't really do anything. I'm definitely getting like fire stuff over here on green potentially. Gather 1 Dahan into one of their lands, 1 damage per Dahan. Could work if we get enough Dahan. Like we could get Dahan in here with fields choked and do a significant damage and then defend it next turn. Is it the turn? France? No, next turn. Adding strife is something we can potentially plan for though. Right? Just having a lot of strife around is very helpful. Actually, that's gonna next turn. It's not. Yeah, it's next turn. We don't necessarily need to incite the mob. We can just let the strife and the Dahan do the thing. Maybe we want this. Add a presence to jungle or wetland. We could stop them building. But I think setting up for stopping the ravage is probably fun. Also, like, you know, we have a board over here we should probably deal with. Two energy. Alright. You gotta love proliferating, right? And then maybe it's giving out strife. Do we need to defend? Not right. Not really now, right? So I think I want to do this, and I want to proliferate into here, and we're blighting, but we're killing a city and stuff, right? So worthwhile. Let's do this. We could play Entrancing Apparitions instead. No, we couldn't because we don't have enough. Don't have enough stuff. What are we going to do with... Let's see what happens. We got the next threshold, which is you can forget a power card to gain the just used power card to hand and 1 energy. It's a nice way to keep your energy up. We could use it here, but like we already solved that. So what if we use it like here or here? I think here. You get minor powers that push explorers around or do a damage or whatever. Let's see. We get a fear. We can, and that's it. We didn't have the elemental threshold, so it has the effect of not healing damage. So that's something we can creepers tear and whatever. Let's do the thing. So let's forget entrancing apparitions. And yeah, we have that power now and another energy. And we're going to... I have a sacred center. Yes, I did plan for that. That's solved. I'm going to proliferate you for more damage. I don't know if we need the damage. We're going to do enough damage. Let's get the energy. Because this is going to do 2 damage, right? Oh, it's not. I thought it was doing 2. Okay. Oh, because we just got that extra fire. Right, okay. But we do need the fire. And boop. And you can go... guess in here. What does this say exactly? Every invader takes 1 damage per stripe it has. No, that's here. That's later. Invaders with stripe take 1 damage per Han present add per town city. So even if we stripe explorers, they can take damage. So they can, like, you can get fear off them and send them around or whatever as you do. That's nice. I guess we can use this to stop this build. We could bring in another Dahan into here. We have to use this fast. We didn't have 3 moons. I was going to use that here. Yes. That seems fine. Push you into this land with Dahan where you're going to get pushed around again later. Or up here. Maybe get each beast destroys 2 explorers. We can pay energy to add another strike. That's a special rule. Real flair for Discord. And that's really good because that just lets us do more business. So actually, yeah, let's actually move him here. Because that's going to help it with what we want to do. So, and then call to isolation. Yeah, we may as well just bring another Dahan in here for a fear, after all. Okay, the Explorer +1 distance. Fine. They might not have explored wetlands and stuff here again, but now they will. Land of Disease. Cool. So I guess we hit these explorers. Send you in with the Dahan. 2 fear cards. More fear. Got half a beer card just from that event. Pen 3. Sure. Remove 1 from a land with sacred site. That's cool. We can have them not build here. I think that is what we exactly want to do. And we just have the one Ravage, and we send him... I mean, we were going to strike this town, or this city, and then incite the mob? Maybe we incite the mob. I don't know. We could do it here instead. The thing is, we're not going to get any fear for destroying invaders because of... Russia. Where should we send this guy? Just into this mountain? I guess he can just go into this mountain. Maybe he goes over to the east or whatever. That's fine. He doesn't need to be anywhere else. Alright, that's our last disease. And explore coastal lands. Alright. So next turn we have the Slave Rebellion. Which means we should try to make sure that we have places with... And there's so many explorers. Places with... How many are they going to build now? 19 towns? It says... So it says invaders with... So first thing that happens is add strife to one town on each board. Bears with strife take 1 damage per Dahan present. Add 1 Dahan per town city. So you want, like, lands with buildings to have Dahan. So on, but unfortunately this lets us push 1. I played this card for the plant, and there are no towns in range. So it's a push 1 Dahan card. The problem is there aren't any towns where we have Dahan. That's awkward. It's very awkward, isn't it? Can we get enough Dahan in there? Can't even reach there. We can get a Dahan and do this. So that's 1. This is our place on this board. And I could add more strafe in here, but the problem is then the Dahan leave. So I can get more Dahan in here, but I need 3 Dahan in order to build a city, right? Is it 1 damage per Dahan present? Killing a city is kind of a tall order. With this. Oh, this... Didn't the land have the effect of the invaders can't heal? I think maybe that was last turn. Unquenchable flames. Did I use that this turn? I did, right? Shouldn't that effect be still there? The icon's gone. I mean, in theory, that shouldn't heal, right? Yeah. Wetland A5. Icon's gone, though. So that's either... I mean, there's something wrong there, so let's see what happens. I can remove Blade from here. I could incite the mob here. It's kind of interesting. I could put Strife in here. And yeah, I mean, this is a good spot for it. We can get Dahan in there. I mean, if the healing stays, then just putting one Dahan in there is enough, right? Let's strike that guy and put one Dahan. And there's no towns on this board at all. Kind of like doing this with Russia. It's fun. Whee! Okay. We gotta fear because one thing got destroyed. If we can get more... So, is he gonna heal? No. Okay, so the issue is the icon for Unquenchable Flames didn't go away. Or it did go away when it shouldn't have. That's all. Go look into that. It's not critical. But getting Dahan in there is gonna help. I can get one Dahan. If I get one Dahan in there, then there's going to be two Dahan. But they... Yeah. If I have two Dahan, then we convert two towns. That's fun. Right? And then we can just block the Ravager, defend it. Maybe we defend it, because there's only going to be 4 damage. At most. So if we get a major power, we want to play these 2 cards probably, so that we have a big defend. But if we get a major we like more, we can do that. So let's do that. We could do +1 card play and just play Gifted Living Energy, but... Or Overgrow. We got lots of energy. Let's take a major power. Bargains of Power and Protection. Ooh. Also Jungle Hungers. Very good for the Spirit. Almost always have the Threshold. Won't have it this turn, but we could plan to play it next turn. This is good too. This is good too. Wildfire makes some blight, yeah. These interesting choices. I'm not good at thresholding this. I just really need a Earth, though. I mean, my Prison Sharks are going to be empty before I can ever threshold that. Let's grab, I mean, Jungle Hungers is just insane, so... and let's forget... I'd forget Gift of Proliferation. I never played it yet, but... And I don't want to lose those other cards, so... That's it. And... We're not dealing with that. It's just sort of... I guess we're making Dahan and they're getting killed. Maybe that's just what's happening there. We could overgrow, but then we don't get to defend this. I mean, we're gonna reclaim, so I could actually have the defend 4. But then I can't do that, because I can't have a Sacred Site. Or is it... it's only the... Yeah, the Sacred Site is what requires that. thing. We could move Presence from Trickster there. Yeah, coastal lands might be more of a concern, right? If this blights, like, whatever. I think the coastal land is actually more of a concern, isn't it? Could just forgo things and just jungle hungers that land in the slow phase. Block it in jungle hungers. That seems fine. Or jungle hungers something else. So we're just going away from our original plan. Basically. They're not defending anything. Okay, that's a deal. I think this is a reclaim. And minor power? Yeah, minor power. Oh, defend 4. That's the amount of defend we want. It doesn't have fire. It has plant. Could block a build somewhere. That's pretty good too. Yeah, that seems fine. That requires Sacred Sight though. It does. That doesn't work. I don't have Sacred. That's not a thing I had. That requires Sacred Sight as well, but I could use it there. Ooh. I mean, I could always grab this for later. Sacred Sights are not a thing that I usually have a lot of. Let's take this for elements. Okay. We can... I think I want to get a power card. Where are my power cards? I called Isolation. It only moves 1 to on, but I'm gonna hope I can get something else. They don't have energy, and I want to put Presence and stuff. Veil the Knight's Hunt. Push up to 3 to Han. Also this, though. Also very good. Extra card plays for Wildfire and green and energy, but this seems like this solves this land. And not solves it, but like does good stuff. You'd also like stop a build here if we wanted to. And we want to add a presence. Get to 2 energy. And where do we want to be? We're kind of already all over the coast where we are. We'll go in here. Let's see. If I play this and this, I want the air, right? How does that look? And I can still push 1 to Han. Yeah, we could leave 1 to Han in here. Pushing these 3 in here. This is just blighting, I think. We can throw in, let's see what happens there. Maybe we get a defend. Maybe we get a blight and we cascade. I don't know, we'll see. These things can happen. Threatening Flames. Are we getting to tier level 2? No, maybe. I don't think so. Could stop this build. so I don't know. This had strife. Threatening flames, we just push them in here. We block the ravage and we kill everything. Seems good. I like Lure the Unknown. Reduces town builds. Is there any reason to split the damage? Yeah, there a little bit. Oh, you know, yeah. We can pop it off some of these guys. So I don't really have the energy though. I want to play that. Let's just not split the damage. I think it's okay. Alright, this seems like stuff. So probably we should first see what happens in here before we do other stuff. Arson is probably going to go like in here. There's not really a really good spot for it. We're going to have a million Dahan in here. It's going to be great. Alright, let's see what happens in here. Push 1 to adjacent coastal land or move up to 2, but with this power you actually have to do both things, and you have to do the maximum number of things, so it's not up to, you have to push as many as you can. So that's cool. We can move this guy over here, I guess. And we have to bring Dahan into this land. Don't really want to do that, but I guess we can bring these two. Oh, I shouldn't be able to skip here. I have to move the max. That's a bug with this. I'm just gonna note that. Strong. How do we have our bug reports? And we'll fix it with, let's see what happens. Oh, typing. Okay. So let's see what happens. Says if it says up to, you have to do the maximum. So no takebacks. So I'm gonna just do the maximum, but it should be enforced. But yeah, that's, in case you were wondering, we are previewing this, but the biggest challenge with both combined adversaries and Trickster is QA. Jason is on it. But testing all of the minor powers with this in different situations, testing all the combinations, it's a lot. So let's go ahead and forget. Like tab called isolation. Let's get rid of that. And okay. So that doesn't actually. Oh, it actually put Dahan in there, who are gonna die. But maybe we get defend in coastal lands. That could happen. We're gonna add strife to this town, and so then it's gonna be great. Okay, let's arsonate this. We might do bonus damage to it. Fear card. We do bonus damage. 2 damage and fear. Destroy the town? Probably. If we had like Russia 3, then we definitely don't want those 3 guys there, but that's not what we have. So It's a lot. It's a lot. No way I can, like, there's no better land to do this in, unfortunately. Stop them building here. Yeah, go in there. Unfortunately, Threatening Flames was only going to push one guy, so... We can lure one explorer away for something. I mean, that does stop. This technically is still blighting right now, even if we put Strife on him and there's still like a blight there. So we probably should just take him away from there. I think that's okay. Come into our land. The water's fine. And we're going to overgrow into here. Block this Ravage. 3-card plays next turn. I mean, we can all... Let's give ourselves a decision. I guess it could be 3 or 4, but are we reclaiming? Maybe we have Jungle Hungers. So, yeah. Alright, the thing is happening. There are still no towns on this board. There's only towns in that land. We don't... Is this interesting? This doesn't happen in a per land basis? But he's gonna die? Hang on. We can save this guy, and then he can go over here and be in the Ravage. Yeah. Interesting. It's all one action, I guess. That's probably fine. It doesn't save for each land or whatever, right? So sometimes these things are tricky. Holy Dahan party. There are 7 Dahan just in that land. Ooh. We're not defending this turn at all. So we don't... We could save these Dahan. How much damage is in this land? 8. These Dahan would live. How much earth do we have? Wow, 0? So we need to forget some cards. In each, these 2 spirits have a card to forget. You don't, so we'd have to, yeah, we'd have to spend everything. I think we just lead with Dahan. I don't want to give up all my resources. Ooh, different land with Dahan, and each 1 damage. That stops some builds, right? Go here. Oh, they have +1 health. It doesn't do anything. Well, if we are able to push them out, then it does do something. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, so... I don't know if that did anything. Whatever. That's a funny interaction. They have +1 health in lands with Dahan, and then... So, here... If I send him to a not land with Dahan, he was already saved from destruction, so he can't be saved. He can't be destroyed, I think. But yeah, it like clears his damage, right? Ah, yeah. Clears his damage. So just go in here with Wildfire. Replace the beat. And here we blight. But you die. level 2. And here we prevent the ravage. Build all your towns in here, please. Yes, we'll choose the damaged town. For fun. I guess if we pulled the Dahan away, then the guy would die. That's kind of funny. Alright, we have a lot of towns. This coastal build. And they're back into the wetlands. And this is escalation, so escalate into there. Yep, jungle hungers. Definitely not the coastal one. This mountain already has a guy. Ooh. That's a lot. Alright, one guy lives from that. Where do you want this guy to go? Into the sand, I guess. I could have damaged a guy here and then... No, he wouldn't have died. That's the thing, he wouldn't die again. So weird. Add disease or strife here. Remove this coastal blight. The unexpected tigers can this could actually if I go back into there help me solve that. There's no like one land where this is really good because of France and Russia together. It's quite a ravage. 6 blight, 1 cascade. Yeah, I think we have a defend for with this. Some reclaiming. We can make a sacred site in there pretty easily. But maybe we don't worry about that land. Maybe we worry about a different land. Maybe we make another sacred site here since we have an opportunity. We're definitely getting some blighty blights. It's like here, here, here. So maybe we can stop this. You go in here. And we can strafe. Down. Oh, I can destroy something if I'm with something. Am I? Of course not. Why would I be in a land with buildings? Hiya, hiya. Okay. I can see clearly now. The plus health is gone. I normally don't have that many Dahan. Okay, we're gonna make a sacred site here. And that's gonna stop the build too, so it's pretty worthwhile. Let's take our any. Probably just losing that presence. So you're going to Guardian Serpents. We're going to... I guess we could go in here. I think go in here, though, because we're losing that presence anyways. Gain energy. 4-card plays? I don't know that we can afford them all. They're 5 energy? I guess we can. Play everything. You can split damage. That's good. You want that. Okay. Call to Isolation seems good with our millions. I could actually call to Isolation all these guys out. With Veil the Night's Hunt. We can get more Dahan. Yeah, we have a lot. Dahan movement. Want. We could use currents. We just empty this land out, put them all in this other mountain or whatever. Pretty good. Sort of delaying the problem, I guess. But it's next to a jungle. And the jungle is hungry. Veil the Night's Hunt can stop this build easily. Oh. I think that's good. We don't get... Let's see what happens. Oh, we have an any. We do. Just click fire. Let me get it. Okay, let's see. We could also overgrow and get the fire and also use one of these, potentially. We could give more damage to wildfire by overgrowing. No, we can't get that. Well, we could wildfire into a land. That is the thing that wildfire wants to do. Burny, burny, burn. I don't want just to play Jungle Hungers all the time. Is that bad? Should I not do that? Gift of Power. Okay. I get to do all the things. I want to be in this jungle. Gift of Power is free. It's kind of cheating a little bit. Proliferate. And something else. Defend 4 almost defends that, and maybe it does something. Could happen. We push to Han. Maybe that's better. Pushing Dahan around for my friends. Oh, I forgot my one. I need to push a Dahan here. Oh, I wanted to push Dahan out of here. I only need one Dahan in there, right? Move to Dahan. From here, I guess, right? All of you. But you can go in here. All right. I still have let's see what happens and whatever, but let's use these things. Maybe let's see what happens in here. We're planning to defend it. We're so close to the blight removal threshold there. It's interesting. I guess proliferating you is it super important? It does let us get a stripe on something. Yeah, we can proliferate into this land and stripe, and then they don't blight there, right? So that's actually okay. That's pretty good. So we take this. We can add more stripe. I don't think we have to. And I guess let's see what happens in a building land. But they're not, well, they're building here. This could cascade. Let's see what happens. We placed one explorer with the Han. Sweet. Want that. This is all my innate card, my starting cards are here. I'm gonna get rid of the arson. Cool, that was a good one. One less town and makes to Han. And we could use flash fires here and stop the build entirely. I forgot to use Flame's Fury already. I think using it on myself is the best call anyway, though. We can click. Is this any number of your lands? Yeah. We want to use it here. I guess we want to use all the damage there. After all. And flash fires. We just stop this build, I guess. Come in here to our friendly, happy place. And we have a blight here. Potentially 2 blights, I think. Now. After all that. Skip a ravage action. 1 damage per beast. This is the thing that can teleport guys all over the map, so let's go. I kind of want... Let's see. Go in there. No one can end up in there. No. Nothing happening. You can go into here. And then end up somewhere else. Like, go in here. And we can send... These guys aren't gonna ravage there because of the event. So we can make them build less. But we can actually, yeah. Okay, we can make this the one that they skip by doing this. They're gonna skip this one, and they weren't ravaging there, so you can't skip it. Now they're gonna ravage there, so we're gonna let them ravage here and send this guy out. So And then I think the other one's stuff. Min-maxing. Depends 6 in coastal lands. Okay, well, no blight. Also does something else. Skip build actions that would add city, which there weren't going to be. Add stripe. -1 health per stripe. Kill that guy. I don't think we're killing him otherwise, so... And any wetland guys we want to get? I mean, this guy's gonna just defend. He's just gonna lose his strike if we do that, so... Just want to stripe some guys that are going to be alive maybe someday. These guys? Different coastal land gathered up to 1 Dahan. Oh yeah, we got the... I was like, where'd that fear come from? It came from 1 damage per Dahan. It's all just an embarrassment of riches. We don't even have to gather here. And it's these 2 lands, I guess? There, you're gonna be gentle hungered. This is still bleeding though. Barely. We got a blight. Oh no. Oh no, a blight. I kind of want to allow it because I don't have anything else to hit with Reaper's Tear. This can go here. Next jungle hunger spot. Leave that empty. And jungles are going to be hungry. Mountains are not doing anything, but like also that's a big amount of fear. Can push a town into that if there was a town. There isn't. One of these is going to be the next jungle hungers, or one of these other ones, I guess. I don't think there's any other place. I mean, I could target this, but I want to target this. You just go over here, I guess. That's satisfying. There's no cities, right? We just have to get a bit more fear and we win. Just win. If we add strike to him, he dies. But we don't have that. There are barely any towns. Can't reach that town. Can't reach that town. Give a gift of power to, I guess, you, because you're not reclaiming. And you're playing lots of cards. Is there any ravage happening? Like, barely. Barely not even. If I remove Blight, I have to destroy Presence. Take this for... Are we playing? Not that many cards. Grab this for next turn. Or grab this. This is pretty good. Let's grab that. Is it the time for the next thing? No. Return after next. But probably we're gonna go Jungle Hunger's in one of these places. This one has, they're gonna have a lot of towns. This one's gonna have a city as well. I'm very unconcerned about these things. Let's put a bunch of Dahan in here, and maybe they do something. You just need to generate like fear and we win also, so that is a true fact. We can block this build. We can block this build. But we do that, we don't get to... We could overgrow into the jungle here. We don't get to Jungle Hungers, which we kind of want to do all the time. We can just Jungle Hungers this, Jungle Hungers that. Blocking the builds is pretty strong. So, that's his thing, but also killing the town is pretty strong. Where do we want to go? I think we want energy to play our cards. I would like to get a major, but I don't really have... Can't afford it right now. Let's reclaim anyway this turn. We could take a major and maybe get a cheap one. We got Poison Land. Poison Land is good. We can hit one of these places. We'd have to play zero cost stuff, which is fine. Let's take it and forget something. Play again. +1 damage. I mean, they're building a bunch of towns, so +1 damage actually is pretty good. This can stop that ravage, but we also just kill them. Play all our free cards, I guess. We just do that. Alright. Jungle Hungers. Come back. Twin Days good here? I mean, it probably is. The Trickster playing something like this twice. Okay. I'm kind of just messing around now. I think we let that build and we Jungle Hungers this. This or that. We don't have any energy to play the card we picked up. Is there... I guess we could defend that land. Nothing else to do. Add strike. Alright. We could get a Dahan in here for that defend. We want to get a major? And 3 energy? We don't have a major, right? Instruments of their own ruin. Smothering infestation. Very good. Terrifying nightmares, actually, with jungle hungers, works amazingly well. Underlying growth is hilarious as well. Okay, these are all good choices. I'm gonna do that. And I can actually, I don't have to gain energy. I can afford to play this. I can afford to play that and these in 3 cards. So let's just do that. Then I can get the Han into a place. Let's go in here. Work up to the next card place. Play that. I guess getting the threshold on it, if I had more energy... Oh no, I think if I do this and I play a moon card, I would get an element of my choice. I can already just get an element of my choice. So I can click air and I can get an element from the gift, and we can threshold that and have done a ton of fear and win the game. I don't think we get to the slow power phase. Who wants 2 of a single element? Wildfire wants fire, right? Doesn't really matter. Actually, we can... Yeah, we're doing so much damage. Element doesn't actually matter. So, energy? Or Vu? Terrifying nightmares. And do all in here. That seems fun. Threatening flames. Oh, there's no place for them to go. Ha ha ha. That's great. Green's gonna defend here. And we can see what happens somewhere. I don't know, I'm just looking around. So maybe here? If they cascade, like, we don't lose or anything, so maybe we get damage per Dahan or something like that. We add Badlands. Sure. And Lure the Unknown does nothing. Really? Yeah. I guess it stops one town being built. So we need just 2 fear and we win? Yeah. We might win from... Yeah, we win from the event. Oh no! They're escaping from my trap. It's okay. Beasts are gonna scare them to death. Beasties. Game over victory. Exactly 2 hours. All right, so there is your first look at combining 2 adversaries and Trickster with a little April Fool's gag thrown in along the way. So hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so this has been Handelabra Live, another preview of new upcoming Jagged Earth content. We are well into the process on this one, and hopefully we'll get it for you in future date. We don't announce release dates in advance, but we'll be previewing it more as it gets more solidified. So thanks for tuning in. Have a happy April 1st. Hope you didn't get fooled too much. And yeah, tough adversary combo it was, but a very good spirit combo as well. So, I mean, they're all great. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.